for myself, for my vision, for my business, for thousands upon thousands of women who have entered my program. And so so number one, shift your narrative around sales. You're not there to convince, you're there to transform. If you find yourself convincing and literally trying to influence in the sales conversation for people to make a decision, you haven't done a very good job of articulating what it is that you're doing in your marketing. Because sales is really about confirming. When you're in the sales conversation, people are pretty much 80% sold on what it is that you're doing if you've done your marketing right. Now, that's not to say that your marketing is going to be on point all the time, because literally with marketing, you are in testing phase every single time that you put some marketing out there. But by and by, you should know who it is that you're speaking to, so you won't be that much off the mark. However, if you find yourself constantly having to convince and repeat exactly what it is that you're doing, your marketing needs a little bit of a shift and maybe more in alignment in terms of language and also positioning to speak to your audience the way that they're going to understand it. So that way they raise their hand and want to have a conversation with you. You need to focus on the outcome and the transformation that your program is likely to give potential clients versus what it is that you offer. When you speak more about the potential, the results, the outcomes that your clients are experiencing or what they're likely to experience, you have a greater opportunity for them to opt in, because it's okay for you to be experiencing, but in their mind, you're a unicorn. You're probably unrelatable, and that's what makes them nervous. But if you have other people that are, that have started somewhat not that far from where they are right now or at the same spot, and they're moving along, then suddenly they see the possibility and they start believing that that's possible for them too. And then you also have to believe in what you do, because your energy will transfer. The amount of women out there that lack belief and then wonder why their sales are not, improving, or they're not really going anywhere, is staggering. And that's not a criticism; it's an observation, because if you're lacking belief, this is seen. People see this. People feel this, right? And if you're feeling any form of doubt, you start here. And by the way, we are not born as 6, 7, 8-figure entrepreneurs. We become them. So the belief is not going to be there from the get-go. So give yourself some credit that you're in business and you're in here wanting to work on yourself and develop yourself to become the person to achieve a 6-figure plus business. In saying that though, if you're lacking belief, this is probably one of the big reasons why your sales aren't moving. You need to really work on, seeing yourself as achieving the results, seeing yourself as someone that can be the person that's going to lead people to their results. And, if you were to connect the dots, look back and connect the dots and look at all the things that you have overcome, all the things that you've achieved, you'll realize that you are way more capable than what you give yourself credit for. And so belief is super important, because that will transfer. Your energy transfer, your ability to influence is super important. In fact, it's one of the big stats that came out of Meta's poll last year when it polled all of, I think over 15,000 respondents. The ability to influence was one of the key buying decision metrics. And that comes from belief in self. So make sure that you have worked on your belief, and you have a belief system to work on that every single day. I do. I have results, and I still work on my belief every single day, because my vision is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But I still work on that belief system, because this is all programming, and you are evolving into that version that achieves all the things. So that's point number one, is really get clear on your perspective and, on what sales is and fall in love with it, because without it, you don't have a business.